to the WR podcast. I'm Joey.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Pops.
And I'm Tokyo.
Yep.
Tokyo. You are our first guest for 2025.
Yep.
So there we go.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
We know that you're into music. You're a singer.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You also like a little bit of wrestling as well.
I do, but I'm learning. So my friends, they're all into wrestling. Shout out to the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast. So they're into wrestling and they got me interested into wrestling. So I'm still learning, but I watch it because of them.
Well, they are a great podcast, so definitely check them out. We will leave a link in the description box down below for them as well.
Exactly.
And you guys are a great podcast as well.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. So you're right.
So let's get a little background information from you. You know, where were you born and raised and all
Damn. Okay, so let's get into it. So I was born in Syracuse, New York, but I came to Los Angeles when I was 3 months. My name is Tokyo Renee. I do music. It's all platform, every platform. And I also am a podcast host, media personality. I used to be a co-host on a podcast. It's no longer here, but it was called A Little Bit of This, A Little Bit of That. Mm-hmm. So how I met Tommy is through my friends, and we started building our own connection, and he's been supporting me and I've been supporting you guys. So like I liked everything on your YouTube. I subscribed, and it's just like a mutual connection. That's how I'm here.
Absolutely. We actually subscribed to your channel as
Yes,
well.
we did.
And we will leave a link for your channel down below as well.
Okay.
Just to me, I mean, with the Born Leaders podcast and you and a few other podcasters, we feel like brothers and sisters.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. With you, what made you want to go into music?
Oh, I've been doing music for years. So I've been doing music since I was a child, like mimicking little cadences. But then when I was 16 years old, I started actually doing videos. So I have videos from back then on YouTube. It's not on this current YouTube channel, but like old videos. I was going to delete them, but somehow I was blocked from even going into that account. So they're stuck. So just in case I do make it big one day, those cringy videos are still there of me rapping back then. So yeah, I've been doing it for a while.
Everything on the internet is it's out there.
Yeah.
So if it gets released, it's out there for sure. What were some of your more inspirations of going into music? Who'd you listen to?
Okay, so have you guys ever watched Happy Feet, the movie with penguins?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, mm-hmm. So my family is like a family of penguins. Nah, I'm just kidding, but they all sing, rap, or dance, and it just so happens that I'm the underdog. I'm like the black sheep in the family, so I'm talented and I love myself, but I'm like least talented compared to them. They can actually like blow. They can like sing me out of the water. And so I happen to be like Happy Feet, but my career is still going in the direction it's going. So I guess I am pretty good. Awesome. My family inspired me though. They all sing or rap or engineer. They're all in that field.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the way to do it for sure. And you were just inspired by them to just go with it.
And Nipsey Hussle, I don't know if you ever heard of Nipsey Hussle, but he's big in Los Angeles. He's rest in peace to him. But he's also one of my inspirations. So a lot of people don't know, but I have a face tattoo. It's so small because I still want to be ladylike, but it says inspire. Yeah, and something that Nipsey Hussle used to say is that the greatest gift is to inspire, or like to inspire others. So that's why I did that.
And I actually listened to Nipsey Hussle, and he had some great music, by the way.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And he's so underrated too.
Yes, he is. And he didn't really get as much credit when he was alive. It took for him to pass away for people to acknowledge his music. I don't want that to happen for me. I hope that a lot of people listen now.
Like, yeah.
You know I listen to music on the daily, so.
I
Um, with you going into going into music, is it a tough transition for you?
Oh, so I'm in college. I'm majoring right now in journalism. So even with me doing music, I still like to do media as well. It's something that I'm learning. So right now, I actually have finals this week, and I have a few essays that I have to get done. But this is just perfect practice. So anytime that I come on a podcast or on an interview, it's just really practice for what I'm going to choose to do in the future.
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, I mean, journalism is exactly that. Yeah. So, um, did you enjoy going into music as far as uh, you know, what was you going into music? Is that a different transition of journalism, of course?
Yeah,
Um,
different
and
expression.
do you enjoy doing journalistic work? First of all,
I can't say that. Okay. So the writing portion of it, I'm good at it, but do I enjoy it? Hell no. My professor keeps giving me weird grades. Well, let me stop saying, wait, this is gonna be live. Shout out to my professor. But anyway, but anyway. As far as the music, getting back to the music, I was doing music already. I just wasn't putting it out. So it is another form of journalism in a way that I express myself, but it's something that I've always done. So whether I would be putting it out or not, I would still be doing it. Like if I'm walking down the street, whether I'm talking to you guys, whether I'm potting, I'm still doing music. I just do it as my daily routine. So yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I noticed your music's been getting really popular also.
Yeah, I had a billboard. Did you
I
guys
know you
know
did.
that I had
Yes,
a billboard?
yes. That
was my
how
first.
was that, by the way? Getting a billboard.
Oh my goodness. I just like, I can't even express how I felt bringing my daughter to see it. It was amazing because I won a music competition. So it was a podcast called The Leak Podcast. I had to perform in front of all these people I didn't know, right? And I was fully clothed, which I take pride in because a lot of women, they sell their beauty or their body, even though, I kind of got a body, but they sell that as their main factor. They don't sell their knowledge. They don't sell intelligence. They just, oh, I'm so sexy, I should be able to win. But I actually had to work. I was dressed. I looked professional, and I still rapped those people, and I still won. And my second song, I was very like, I didn't think I was gonna win because it was conscious. Like I have a song called "Wonderful Life," and it's like, oh, what a wonderful life now that I balanced my mind. The crowd was kind of hood. They were dancing ratchet, like they were just not my element. But this song is kind of like motivational, so I'm thinking I'm not gonna win because they're not gonna want to hear this. I won even though I performed that song. I was like, oh shit, look at God.
There we go.
And I actually was on the live of that podcast.
You seen it?
Yes. and I was supporting you. I was saying good things about your music and everything.
Thank you.
So
See, you, my dog. I always shout you out too because, now it's been like a little bit over a year since we've met online, right?
Yep.
And you've literally stuck to me, supported me in everything, even if you may not have known what it was about or liked it, even if it's something crazy, you're still like, well, I support that. Like what? And you're just always there. So I appreciate that. That's it's hard to find and come by.
In music, is it a pretty cutthroat industry to get into?
Yes, especially being a woman, because a lot of men, they want to just use music as a means to get close to me or like to touch me or anything like that. And I'm not for that. I'm more like keep it professional, keep it in your pants, buddy. But it's a lot of guys, they'll try to use music as a way to try to get to me. And it's uncomfortable a lot of the times, but I still find my way to adjust and get through it, without having to like conform myself to their needs or their desires.
yeah.
That's the kind of tough part of navigating through music for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can definitely see that, especially as a female. it can be
Yeah,
pretty.
it's like they
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Uh, Going into um wrestling. How did you
Wrestling.
get wrestling?
Okay.
Um, did you enjoy wrestling as a child at all?
Oh, as a child, I loved wrestling. So this was back when when it was The Rock. You know, John Cena was back then too. He's been wrestling for a very long time. But as a child, I did something crazy, and I hit my brother with a folding chair that we had in the house, and I got my ass beat for it. Like I got my ass beat for hitting him. But it's just because like just watching it, it looked so fun, and we would always try to mimic the wrestlers. But
Yep.
back then, I wasn't really aware of the female wrestlers. I was only aware of the male wrestlers, and I'm sure there were female wrestlers back then, but I only really knew of the male wrestlers.
Yeah, definitely during that time, a lot of a lot of the female wrestlers didn't really get a good platform, so to speak, to be in wrestling.
They were
Uh,
usually as eye candy or put in bra and panties matches or lingerie matches where
Yeah,
they couldn't really shine their wrestling ability.
right. But now
um,
it's different, right? It's
Oh
taking a
yeah,
big turn.
it's way
They're
different
the
now.
headliners now.
yeah.
they are.
The shoes on the other foot.
Some of the women's matches are actually better than the men's, believe it or not. So, well, I mean, for some people
Yeah,
that is.
yeah.
Um,
So as far as like what you guys have been watching recently, like what are some of your favorite highlights?
Well, I'll say this: I was surprised to see Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble. I was
Right.
surprised
Surprise, yeah.
because
Again.
here's why: I like him. He's over. Okay, I'll say this: Jey Uso is over with the
Mhm.
yeet and all that. I like it too. Don't get me wrong, but here's my problem with Jey Uso. It's not him as a talent. It's every time he's always in the title picture, he always loses.
Mm.
and it makes people kind of shine away from him to me because he's like he can never win the big one,
Right.
or
So
they
you
just
feel
see him,
like he just
or
gets
they
people
just see him, yeah,
get people revved up to let them
yeah,
down and disappoint them.
yeah,
Yeah.
and people's like, oh, he's just a tag team wrestler, and I like how he does get into it. People just see me as a tag team guy. Well, I like to prove people wrong. I agree.
Yeah.
It's good that you want to do that.
I'm glad they at least went with maybe somebody that was somewhat over,
Yeah, that's my thing.
or somebody new
Yeah,
to go. Like, I know it was Cena last minute with
yeah.
him, but you know,
And,
uh,
and, and my problem is some of the people got all mad because Jey Uso won. Oh, it should have been Cena. And then they get mad if it was Cena.
they would have got mad if it was Cena
So,
too.
so one way or the other, they would have got mad regardless.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right,
I
you're mad
wouldn't have,
when Jey Uso won, and then you're mad if Cena won. So what the fuck the
but
difference?
why wouldn't people want Cena to win? I think like isn't he legendary?
Yeah,
He
So why
is
wouldn't people want Cena to win? Like he's like a big name.
uh he is a big name, but he's on his last retirement run,
Um, mhm.
Yeah.
and so it's kind of like a charity case. That's what most people would.
Oh no, you didn't. No,
Yeah.
you didn't just say that.
yeah.
Well, that's the way some people would feel if Cena won the Royal Rumble.
And that's how they felt when he's in the elimination chamber. They go, "Oh, Cena just got right in the elimination chamber. He
Yeah.
is. Oh,
I
he
just
just
remember being in elementary school and everybody saying, "You can't see me."
yeah."
I just remember being.
A lot
I
of
was
people.
like,
The,
man,
the thing about it is that we probably you probably heard us say this now. We knew Cena before he was Cena. We
right.
knew him when he was an OVW as a prototype.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
When he first started in, yeah, when he
When he
first broke
first
Before he
in.
got it.
even went to WWE.
So
Oh,
y'all were in deep to wrestling way before.
oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tokyo. I noticed you said in elementary school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait. How old am I?
Oh, you don't know. Oh man. Oh, Joe, you never asked a girl
Pops
their age, man.
No, he's right. Pops is right. But because I look so good, I'm okay with answering. Because if I looked old, then I would be offended. Like, oh, why would he ask me that? I look so old. But I'm sexy. So I'm
No,
28.
no.
I'm a sexy 28-year-old.
Well, see, me, me and Tommy are. I'm 34 and he's 35, so we're a little bit older. So
Those are my friends' ages. Damo's around that age. So yeah, those are my friends' ages.
well, see, you seen it in elementary school. Me and Tommy seen it in high school. So
Oh, different times.
different times, exactly.
And so,
Wait. Okay, so I have a question, and I hope I don't embarrass myself.
oh, go ahead.
Go right ahead.
Where did the term "these nuts" come from? Did that come from wrestling?
Yes, actually, Cena did do the choke on these nuts, and he actually had a pack of nuts, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
And as well as wrestlers, you can choke on
These
these
nuts.
nuts.
Yeah.
And then that one guy made it famous, you know, with the messed
Yeah,
up
and
teeth.
then that guy made it famous.
Yeah, I know.
But
These nuts. Yeah.
with now so was The Rock your favorite wrestler growing up, or is there another?
Yeah, you already know The Rock was my favorite wrestler. I've talked about this before. And the reason being is because, like, first of all, he can do everything. Everything. He can cook, he can act, he can wrestle and beat and win. And he's like also a Taurus, and I'm a little biased with astrology, but I'm a Taurus too. And I just was like, he's a jack of all trades, and he's legendary. Like everybody still talks about him to this day.
When he came back as the final boss, that was the best work he's ever done in a while.
I agree. Yeah.
Like when he came in as the final boss, and he got that over, and like I was like, this is the best. This is up there with Hollywood Rock. It was that good.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed when he was beating on Cody.
Wait, Joey.
Yes.
Why are you looking like you have to say something crazy? You look like
I'm just listening.
Unhinged.
No.
And they call me the unhinged one.
You're the unhinged one, Pops.
That's what they call me because I'm gonna be. I'm like this right here, like I tell everybody. I'm an emotional person. If I'm mad, I'm mad. If I'm hurt, I'm hurt. If I'm crying, I'm crying.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
that's just where I am.
Me too, though. I am too. I understand. But it seems to me that Joey's being unhinged because he's saying the craziest stuff today. He said, no, you said if John Cena would have won, they would have looked at it as a charity case on his last run. That's
what they would have done, to be honest. That's what they would have done. And he was going to say it with I would agree, because that's what they would have said. They're giving it to him as a charity.
They would have as sad as it may be, they would have looked at it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to look at it that way. I'm just saying.
I mean,
look at it that way.
Him having the title, great.
See, you got to think what other people are thinking.
You do. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot, even with just doing my music. People are crazy. Mm-hmm. They just will say whatever. Oh, speaking of that, we're not going to give the haters no attention. Remember what I told you. Okay, let's talk about the women though. Charlotte Flair won, right? The Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Charlotte won.
And a lot of people were upset about that. How can she win when she just came back? And I'm like, well, I could see it, but
why could you see it, Tommy? She's the queen.
She's the queen of the WWE, okay? And to be honest, and Charlotte Flair's great talent. She is. And to be honest, when I watched Raw and she was getting booed, and she goes, and I love how she went right to heel mode. That's where she belongs, actually. Heel mode.
Yeah.
Because she's not a baby face. She's not believable as a baby face.
Well, she she has to be a heel. I mean, her
That's
name
the
is Flair.
Yeah, her name's Flair. Okay, and she's not the drunk Flair. She's the good Flair. Okay.
Yeah. She
She's not her dad.
uh,
Fucking,
gr-
I don't know. I don't know.
me watching
I don't know.
wrestling.
She could be in that. Actually, she is in that boat because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always watched the NWA back in that right there day, and I watched a lot of Ric Flair's matches. They were a lot of great talent. That right there was back in the Tortor days, where they didn't have corporations now.
Yeah.
And that's when you know that one promotion would trade off other wrestlers, and that right there is how all these guys got recognized in that right there day.
Yeah.
Because they all went to different areas of the state.
Do you like Charlotte Flair?
I'm not really sure if I like Charlotte Flair too much, but she is talented. I can give you that.
Hey, we know.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
you already know
yeah.
Rama loves mommy. You know that real.
Yeah, he loves Rhea. He loves her, and she gets a lot of attention from everybody too. Like she's like one of the most famous, even outside of wrestling. People talk about her.
Yeah.
Her
like
and you know who Levante loves. Those.
Oh yeah, Bianca Belair. Anytime we show anything Bianca, like when we had Deb the cards, he goes, "Can I have that Bianca Belair card?"
I was looking for my shirt to wear today, but I couldn't find it, so I'm just gonna give him a shout out.
Like I remember Tokyo, you dressed like Bianca, and he even said,
was like, ooh!
Yeah,
that's why I don't wear that braid anymore. I'm just kidding. Nah, I wear that braid all of the time. Yeah.
But did you see the Rumble match where I Show Speed got speared by Braun Breaker? Did you see that?
No. What happened?
Oh my gosh, he tore that dude in half, and he's a streamer. he does a flip. Yeah. He does a flip. Yeah. Then Braun Breaker goes, yeah. Then he whips the ropes and just spears the shit out of him.
That's crazy. I'm gonna go look, just because you told me that. I'm gonna go look at some highlights on YouTube.
He was dazed and confused, and Braun Breaker just picked him up and just threw him out. And Otis caught him. And Otis just looks and just throws him over. It was hilarious.
Okay, I have a question though.
Yeah, all right.
We just talked about a few of my favorite wrestlers, but I need to know, and we talked about theirs, but I need to know yours, like all of yours. Pops, Tommy Joy, so male and woman, and you only can pick one.
All right.
In each category.
Okay.
I'll go
male and woman in each category.
All right. Do you want me to do past and do past and do present?
It's open. It's open.
Okay.
I think open is too easy on y'all. Actually, I think open is too easy. But I can't take back the rules. Just go ahead.
All right. I'll do one better. I'll do current and past. Mm-hmm. All right. I'll do female first. Probably my past favorite female is Trish Stratus.
Okay.
I've always been a Trish Stratus fan. Always. I remember when she debuted on WWF on Sunday Night Heat, looking for Testin Albert, TNA.
TNA,
yeah. Yep. And look at what she done in her career. Mm-hmm. She came from a manager and became one of the biggest female stars of that era. And
I would even say current.
Yeah, current too. Come on, well. She even came back when she had that feud with Becky. Mm-hmm. She could still go, and that's a good thing.
That's the interesting part, huh? Because she's been doing it a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And current female, I'm gonna have to say it's Rhea Ripley. It is Rhea Ripley. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
And probably male past. I'm sorry, he's been my favorite. I have to go with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
I've always been an Austin fan and always will be. So I have to say Stone Cold Steve Austin. Current male, I have to go with Roman Reigns.
Okay.
I've always at first I didn't like him as a babyface with the big dog and all that. But then when he became the tribal chief, then I was on board. He was a heel, and now he's one of the biggest stars.
Well, you could
of this
tell.
era.
You could tell once he turned heel, he actually has some kind of confidence.
Yes,
towards him.
he actually had confidence. When you could tell as a babyface, he was uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And when they finally switched him heel, you could tell he had his confidence back, and he was
Yeah.
So I have to go with that.
That's some good choices, Tommy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All
All right, Joe, you up? You
me?
up?
Okay, I'll go.
Up, Joe. You gotta say Pops for last, best for last, because I feel like Pops knows more. You know, he's been watching this for a long time, so we gotta save his for last.
Absolutely. Female past would probably be Lita.
Mhm.
Current. Probably Rhea Ripley. Yeah.
Okay.
And then with male of all time, I'm in the same camp as Levante of Smith, Shawn Michaels of all time, and current would be Jacob Fatu. So
Okay, everybody got their own people. Y'all. Okay, except Rhea Ripley. So y'all had in common Rhea Ripley. That's the only thing y'all had in common.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Pops, woo! Come on, Pops.
Your turn.
Past women wrestlers past. Seen her in the 70s. She was beautiful, magnificent, great talent. Princess Jasmine.
Okay.
People don't know her, but if you got a computer, type her name in, you'll
Okay.
see her. Princess Jasmine, beautiful woman, and so talented.
And talented.
So
Present.
how about your female current?
Current, I have to go with Charlotte.
Okay.
How about past male? What's your past male?
Male, I got to go with Magnum TA.
Okay.
Present, the tribal chief.
All right.
Pops disagreed with both of y'all. He said he not naming nobody the same as
So Tokyo, do you still watch wrestling now? Still, like?
So actually, I don't really watch it that often. I only watch the high because I follow all of the pages. I follow the WWE pages because of you and because of Levante. So I still watch highlights and I can see what's going on.
Mhm.
Something interesting that happened. Everybody talked about it. It was viral. It's past. It is when the little daughter got dissed and he was messed up for that. But he was like, or no, it wasn't women. It was women.
Yep.
But I saw that, but like I haven't really been looking at any clips, recently. So I was trying to like do all my homework before I came on here, and that is what led me to asking you to send me a bunch of stuff, but you never did. So I had to wing it.
Well, we don't send anything. We just do it on the fly.
Right. You're like, you don't have to know. You don't have to know.
You don't.
And that's what it is here on our channel. If you got something to say it.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Yep.
You just say whatever you feel and whatever you think.
I mean,
okay. I feel like John Cena should have won, and I wouldn't have felt like it was a charity case. I actually love John Cena, and it would have just felt only right, So I wish he could have wrestled a little bit harder, pinned him down, sliced him in half, did what he has to do. But it's unfortunate to me that he did lose because I feel like since this is his retirement run, he needs to do his thing. Like that's how I feel about that situation.
Well, and see, that's great that you said that because I'm just saying some people would say that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, because
I do like Cena.
I do too. I like Cena.
we're not saying that right there. We're just saying what some people say.
Yeah,
You know how some people are.
Come on, Tokyo. You know how haters
They would
are.
just
I'm just saying stuff because you said say what's on my mind. I am not accusing y'all of nothing. No, and I do know how haters are. That's I know. You see them. I have several.
I know you
They're
do.
mainly men. Could you guys believe that men come up against me? For what? I don't even know what's going on, but it's the craziest thing.
Jealousy.
It's
But why are men jealous of women?
Some people are. It's just I don't know.
I don't understand that either.
But you guys have people hating on you guys too for no reason. I was gonna go off, but you guys, you remember what I told you? I said we got to change the subject. We can't focus on negativity.
You see, I've learned this right here doing this channel for so long. You can't please everybody.
Right.
Everybody's going to dislike you for one reason or another. It really doesn't matter.
Right. It's actually a good thing because bad publicity or good publicity is still publicity. So at the end of the day, as long as they're watching, they can hate what they watching as. They still looking.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Go with that. Go with that thought right there.
Right.
So, who are some of your favorite artists, female and male?
Oh, so y'all talking my category?
I got you now. See.
Okay. So female, I would say Lauryn Hill is my favorite of all time past female artists. Current female artist that is my favorite, I would say Doechii. She just won a Grammy. Male female artist, I would say Nipsey Hussle. Current female artist, I would say, male. I'm sorry, current male artist. Past male artist Nipsey Hussle. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay. Past male artist Nipsey Hussle. Current male artist. Do I have a current male artist that I listen to? I do listen to Kendrick, but that's not who's my current. His name is P1. He's from LA, but not a lot of people really know about him that much. Okay. He's underground.
Okay.
I always try to show love to anybody that supports and everything. I always try to show love to everybody. So.
And you guys know Damo rapped, and he raps as well, so he does music as well as me. And he just dropped his tape on his birthday, and 30 a.m. part 2. And so everybody just go ahead and stream that for Damo. I just dropped a new single called Please. It's kind of aggressive, but stream it.
Oh, and actually, I showed Damo love and wished him happy birthday.
Yeah.
He goes, thanks. I'm like, you're welcome. He goes, that's why I like y'all. You always show love and support. He goes, I appreciate it.
That's why I like y'all. This is like a good, I don't know how you can explain it, but when people come together, it's just organic and it just flows. Like a lot of people, they want to compete instead of build their platform with each other. If you're doing the same thing as me, we should come together and we should build this with each other versus us hating each other and doing that. So I love how everyone came together to just spread each other's names, give each other shout outs, helping each other's platforms grow. That's so beautiful.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about quite a while back. Why should we fight and argue with each other? The thing to do is come together. We're doing the same thing.
Right. We're doing the exact same thing. Right. So we need to be helping each other. But a lot of people feel inadequate, so they choose to try to cause conflict because if it's something internal within them, it's not personal. It's just really they're jealous because they're like, why are they people watching them and not me? Instead of so it's something personal.
Yeah.
So we can't take it personal.
It's really a shame because we could just be one thing because we all enjoy the same things.
Right.
I just it's sad. It's really sad.
So where are y'all at again?
Kentucky.
Yep.
So this is what I want to say about Kentucky. Shout out to Kentucky. I've never been there. Hey y'all, I'm Tokyo. I can't wait to visit Kentucky. Okay, if y'all listen to my music and get my streams up, maybe one day I'll do a tour and I'll come to Kentucky as the first stop.
Yep.
So yeah, whoever's watching this, get me famous so I can come to Kentucky and I can perform.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, Kentucky, a lot of people hate. Anytime someone hates on us, anytime they hate on us,
I want to say this.
the Kentucky.
I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead
I
and
want
say.
you to do me a favor, girl.
Okay, this
You
is
get
what the
famous.
haters say.
I want to be invited to the Grammys when you win our award. I want to be invited. I want to be there. I want to be there.
We
I
need
want to
that.
be there, girl. Cheer me on, baby.
Right. Okay, you got your ticket. Because I need that.
But usually, since they know you're from Kentucky,
Or you live in Kentucky.
or you live in Kentucky, this is their go-to. I know it like a book because they say it all the time. They go to, you're a hillbilly, KFC,
I love KFC.
trailer park,
Yep.
or that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Y'all
much.
know what they say about us. I ain't even got to say it.
And we're like, that's their go-to, like all the time.
Ghetto.
First of all, yeah, we live in Kentucky.
Yeah.
We don't live in a trailer park. We live in a house. Yes, back in the day, and I'm going to say this when I had teeth, I love Kentucky Fried Chicken.
But nothing is wrong with trailer parks anyway. Nothing is wrong with
So
this is the thing about people that I don't understand, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Pops, for interrupting you.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
So this is what I don't understand. People use stereotypes that don't make any sense. Like there's nothing wrong. You know, with Black people, they say we like fried chicken and eat watermelon. But what is wrong with fried chicken and what is wrong with watermelon? There's literally, what is wrong with a trailer park? There's nothing wrong. A trailer park is actually pretty expensive. Yeah. They have restrooms in there. They're most of the time clean. Like, what is wrong with these things that they're stereotyping? There's nothing wrong with anything that we're doing. And I don't see how.
Also, I forgot one more. There's the fourth one.
This right here.
Yeah.
I did. I used to live in a trailer park. I used to. As a matter of fact, when the kids were little, that's the first place that me and their mom rented was a trailer park.
And nothing's wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with a trailer park. It's the place that people live. You can. Nothing is wrong with any of these things. People just make it like that because they feel like, oh, I don't have my trailer park. I don't have anything for myself. I don't. So let me talk about what they're doing.
Yep.
I forgot. You said people like Kentucky Fried Chicken and watermelon. I'm gonna tell you what, but I love Kentucky Fried Chicken and watermelon too.
I love chicken and watermelon too. So what?
Right.
And I forgot the fourth one, Tokyo. They either will call you overweight. That's another. There's the fourth.
Oh, well, I used to be called Skinny Bones Jones all the time. So I'm not as skinny as I was before, but I was bullied a lot as a child, right? And let me tell you what they say. It's my eyes to look like an alien, which I do because I have tight eyes. When I take off these eyelashes, I look Chinese. That's why my name is Tokyo. I look Asian. I'm really just African American, but I have the look of an Asian woman, so that's where the name Tokyo derived from. But a lot of people will be like, oh, she looks like an alien, or she's too skinny, or she don't have body, because I don't have a big butt. I don't know if you guys ever seen me standing up. Have you?
No.
Let me see if you guys. So like I'm skinny.
Yeah.
So like
I don't have any body, so a lot of people are like, oh, Skinny Bones Jones or blah blah blah. So, but I love myself, and I hope you love yourselves. Weight doesn't matter. Nothing. What matters really is your heart and who you are as a person. If you're a trash person, it's not gonna be.
Let me tell you, you got heart, and you got a talent. Let's just put it that right there way.
Yeah.
And that's something to go towards.
Yes.
Yeah. Like in Tokyo, like I'm glad we got to know each other and fucking everything. Because I got to see a good side of you, even though you always tell me I'm not a good person. You have told me that before, but you are a good person.
No, I am a good person. I'm just crazy. So look, this is the thing. You can be two things at once. You can't box people in. I'm like, I love people and I do my best for people, but when people mess with me, I'm very toxic. I could be very toxic. That doesn't mean I'm not a good person. It just means that people need to stop messing with me.
Yeah.
And then they would have, that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm triggered, I'm not a good person. I'm not like, yeah.
I mean, but most people, I would say most people are kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'm like that myself. I
Yeah.
would actually be with, I'd help people out if they need help, but
Right.
don't come
And then
attacking.
people use you when you're nice too.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't be too nice because they start to take advantage and start to like, okay, you can ask me for something one time. I help you. Now you think I have to do it every time? No. This was just the one time I just wanted to help out a friend. I'm not entitled to keep doing things, favors and favors and favors. I do it out of the kindness of my heart when I want to. So that's what I'm saying. Like, by me not being a good person, it's just I know my boundaries. I don't think that it's makes me a bad person, but I do think like, people weren't playing with me anymore. Especially now, because I get a lot of people trying to play with me, and I don't like that. And I know that had happened to you from our prior conversation. I'm not going to put our business and our conversations out there, but I know that has happened to you before as well. So you know what I mean by that.
Yeah. And like me, I'm a good person, but like if someone says something or something to piss me off, then it's a different issue.
Right.
Like that's how I
am. Living in LA, I wanna ask you something. I know that I'm pretty sure it's expensive as hell to live in LA.
Because Levante told us the same thing.
How's the situation with the wildfires that happened?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So they didn't happen in South Central where we are. They happened in the surrounding cities.
Yeah.
The cities are. One second. Can I play with her? She's not here. Sorry, baby. My daughter, her friend.
You're good.
Okay, well. So I live in South Central. It didn't touch South Central. It hit the rich neighborhoods, and it also hit a Black community, which is like kind of like middle class and Altadena, Pasadena area. That I went out to go help with that. It was horrible. The air quality was very bad. It was sad to see. But a lot of people were helping and coming together. So the community came together. I don't really know so much about like the Malibu area and things like that because I don't really go over there that much. I'm from like a hood ass area. So it's over here. If anybody tried to start fires, because the fires were being purposely started. But if anybody tries to start fires over here, they're not going to make it. Like it's just where I'm at. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, I heard a lot of people were talking about the wildfires, and a lot of people were, and like saying the rich people, this is what they deserve, kind of thing. It's like, come on.
No, oh my God, no.
Yeah. I was sitting there like,
are you guys that petty?
Yeah. You're right.
They wouldn't even let them cry about their homes because they feel like they could buy another one. It's not that easy. It's not that easy to just buy another one, rebuild everything that you lost. Rich people, they can have things too. They're still people, especially if they work. People, this is the thing that people don't get about rich people, are people who are wealthy. They actually worked to be wealthy, or they did something. Majority of them, not like Kim K or anything like that. Even though I love Kim K, but she started off, how she started off. But rich people, majority had to work super hard, own businesses, corporations, so and so and so. Sometimes it's generational wealth, but for the most part, these are people who have worked their way up to this point. To see it all burn down and have to use the money that they still worked for to try to rebuild it or anything, it's so horrible. It's still the same, Like imagine getting somewhere all the way up, and then everything that you did, it gets taken away. That is devastating. That's even more devastating than not having it and losing it. Like you already don't have it, but you got $1,000 and you lost it. Okay. But if you never had it, you get to like $1 million and you lose it. That's way worse because it's the harder to fall. It's the higher you go, the harder to fall.
And like,
I'm like, I don't want to be rich. I never did want to be rich. I just wanted to live comfortably.
Yeah.
And I've seen like people were saying, "Oh, I'm glad they're getting what." What do you mean they're getting what they deserve? Like how fucking horrible of a person are you?
And also like there were a bunch of middle class, families that lost their houses.
And I'm like, just
like
imagine like you lost everything.
Right.
You lost your family stuff. You lost personal stuff. You lost
Some
stuff
people
that you
actually
can probably
their
never
lives.
get back.
Actually lost their family in those
Yeah.
fires. Like
Yeah.
people who walk or like the elderly or like they lost their families.
Like that stuff you can never get back.
No, we all know that some of these people out here are sick people.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
And me, I never show no love to those type of people.
No, me either.
Never.
Nope. Not
But-
the sickos.
Yep.
But on a more higher note, how expensive as hell is it in Los Angeles?
Okay, so if you want a studio apartment, you're looking at like $2,300 for rent, and you still might have to pay bills. Sometimes they have bills included, but you still might have to pay bills. Okay, so like it's $2,000 for a studio, $2,500 probably for a 1-bedroom, and then it goes up. It shoots up for as many bedrooms as you want. No rent control, hardly any maintenance. And they took away insurance in California now. So those houses that burned down, most of them they don't have fire insurance. So it's a mess. It's very bad. But in our areas we have a lot of low income communities and government assistance stuff. But I think they're trying to take that away with the new laws that are being put in place. And there's a lot of immigration stuff happening now too, in our communities as well. So I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't want to get political because I don't care about that type of stuff. But it's just we don't know what's going to happen next. You know, we just don't know.
Yeah, because hell, in Kentucky, like a 3-bedroom house for just to rent, it's maybe like $1,500. So it's way cheaper to live in Kentucky. So.
Y'all have tornadoes. Y'all really have real tornadoes out there.
Yeah, actually.
In the movies.
Well, we used to live in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Now Indiana is called Tornado Alley.
Okay.
Every tornado, it will head to Tornado Alley, which is in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Because it mostly follows down through the river, and right there is Indiana.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a tornado that touched down yesterday.
See, I can't do tornadoes. That's why I said that. I can't do them. That's exactly why I said that. And you said just yesterday.
Yeah, just yesterday.
We have pretty good weather. We complain about our stuff, and we really. If I could show y'all, let me see if y'all can see outside this window. Y'all can't. But it's bright. It's kind of chilly, but it's bright. It was raining, but the rain was just a little drizzle for a few days.
Tokyo, can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
What's the temperature there?
Right now, I actually don't know.
Yeah, ours has been fluctuating big time since for a while.
I can Google it. Temperature right now in LA. Temperature right now in Los Angeles. 58 Fahrenheit.
Ours is 44.
Ours is 44.
Partly
cloud. Now, if this past back in January last month, we had negative, which -1, -2.
That would have been an icicle.
Yeah. And it was
I would have literally turned into it's crazy because the cold weather, it really hurts my bones. Like I've been camping before in the snow and it hurts my bones and I cannot do it.
Like
no.
Yeah, just going outside in like -1 temperatures, it's just hard to breathe.
Can I give you guys a hint? Okay, so you guys, could I give you guys a debut of my fish? He has never been on TV or anything before.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But I have to get him because I messed up his fin. I don't know how to take care of him.
Oh.
This is Gary.
Yeah.
But I gotta get him a bowl and stuff like that because I've had him. The water is muddy and I don't want to abuse him. I know. Hi, Gary. Gary, they Look, and he likes you guys, but I'm not being a good fish mom because I need to go to the pet store and get him some water purifier and have them change his water. And, I got to do something today. So when I leave from talking to y'all, I'm going to go help him because I really didn't know how to change his water. They didn't tell me anything. They just gave me him, and then I got his food, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the thing about here in Kentucky, it was bad. It was so bad. Even the power was out sometimes. Here, when it's so bad. I would.
Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
Power lines.
When I got an uncle.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen him for a while, but when I was a boy, he lived in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there time, I lived in Indiana.
Uh-huh.
He come up to see my dad, and to us, it didn't bother the cold. It didn't bother us because we're so used to it. He come up and said, "How in the world are you standing here? I'm freezing to death." and he turn up the heat.
Right, turn up the heat.
Yeah, I actually
No,
think
that's how my grandma is when she's cold. Like she has the house hot, right? But I don't know if y'all know, women, we get menopause at a certain age. Menopause causes hot flashes, so she always likes it kind of cold for some reason, but sometimes she likes it hot. But when it is too cold for her, or when she'll be like, "It's a private summer," and just start yelling at when she has a hot flash, because it'll probably be regular temperature to me or whoever's around, but to her it's elevated temperature. So she's always just like, "Ah!" And I pray that, I know that's gonna happen to me one day, but I pray it's a long time from now because that shit is crazy.
And
yeah.
Me, I'm happy in my life right now. Come on, a couple of years ago I had a heart attack, and
I didn't know you had a heart attack, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was in I think it was 2019.
I think 2022.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah, and then after that, I was losing weight, and that was when I was losing weight too. It's just it randomly happened, and then after that, I've actually got weight loss surgery, so I've lost almost 100.
I can see that.
150 pounds. Yeah. So I'm at 274 right now. So I was at 400. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You were 400 pounds?
Yep.
When were you 400 pounds? Even in your old pictures, you don't look like you was ever 400 pounds.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you are okay. And we're here to talk right now. Because look, you are, when I say my number one supporter, you are my number one supporter. There is no other Tokyo person, because I can't call you my fan because you're actually my friend, but you literally are there on every post. Go. You watching a podcast, you're voting for me. You I want to see her. That is a different kind of love. That's why when you reached out to me, I was like, I have got to go on this show. I have got to.
That right there is what's like, and you see, friends back friends. Yeah. That's the way it is. That's what you do.
And at first, when we started talking, we just hit it off. We just talked and everything, and she goes, "You're actually cool to talk to." I was like, "Well, yeah." And that's why Levante, he goes, "Man, I'm glad y'all talk to each other and everything. Yeah. I'm glad everyone talks to each other."
Right.
He goes, he even said, he goes, "Dude, I've watched y'all's channel from the beginning."
He has. He has. When I say, trust me, when I say how much we talk about y'all, even when the cameras are off, in the light, but we'll be like, "Oh, Tommy gonna say this, or he gonna be so excited Tokyo here." We were that whole day we were talking about how y'all were gonna react to me coming to the show. Yeah. And so it was hilarious, how that all played out. And I just been I wanted to go back on their show, but we never got around to it. So I'm glad that I got to come on here. But I know I need to be more prepared with the wrestling questions. Because
It's all right. It's all right. We can talk about anything you want to talk about.
I really still don't know.
It's our podcast. We can talk whatever the hell we talk about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because I still don't really know who my favorite female wrestler is yet. I have to pick one, so I have to go searching. And then I'll be back with that news the next time I come by.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Or I'll just message Tommy and have him relay it on the show.
Listen, you're welcome to be on our podcast anytime.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Anytime you want to come on here, hey, you got a free run.
Okay.
and I got a question.
Now, what is this site? Because I'm like in love with this. I might want to start my own podcast.
This
But
is
of course, it's gonna be my own thing. But like, what is this? This is cool.
this is a StreamYard,
Yep.
and anybody can use it most of the time. You just gotta go on the site. So
I
now,
like this thing.
if you want all the production stuff,
You gotta pay for it though.
yeah, there is a fee there, but
Yeah,
I pay
Pretty reasonable.
yeah,
it's reasonable though.
because I wanted to do my Tokyo's tea. Y'all see on I was trying to do Tokyo's tea, but I didn't know. I don't want to do it by myself. But then again, I don't really have like the idea of what, because I want other women. Like sometimes I feel like I'm just always the only woman.
Well, hey, I'll say this. You're the first guest of 2025, so you're special.
Yeah, you are special. Yeah, girl. You go, girl.
I need to feel special because sometimes I feel like I'm just not that special.
Well, see, that's another thing I always get on to you about. You're always down on yourself, like all the time.
Because I work so hard and then sometimes I don't see results right away.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of waiting. Even with this class that I'm in, like I feel like she keeps giving me weird ass grades and I work so hard on the assignment. Maybe she thinks that I'm not smart. She thinks that I'm using ChatGPT to do my essays. I really am writing my essays. So it makes me mad when she like, oh, source this, give me a full, okay, fine, I'll do it. But you're making me do extra work because you're trying to prove that I'm not cheating, that I'm like, cheating on my thing. And I'm telling you, I'm not cheating. So I'll do the extra work, but like, don't accuse me of cheating,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like Dabo made me laugh a couple, it was months ago, right? He goes, you know what, Tommy, he's an OG. I go, what do you mean an OG? He goes, well, you listen to rap music, you
right
this, right? He goes, you're a white man in a black dude's body. I was like, what? I was like, okay. He goes, you're OG. I was like, okay.
Right, Tommy, you be right there with us for real. You really do.
Tokyo, we don't want to keep you too long, but feel free right now to promote anything you want.
You can promote whatever you want.
You can promote anything you want to promote.
Okay. Hey, you guys, it's your girl Tokyo Renee coming straight to you guys. I just wanted to promote my new singles, Slausin by Tokyo Renee, out now, available on all platforms. So that's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and Please, which is also available on all platforms. Please, Tokyo Renee, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, any platform you could think of, I'm on. And then I also wanted to shout out my team, the War Room Music Group, who I'm now doing music with. They are my management now. And what else am I promoting? That's it. My Instagram is at ASAP Tokyo, ASAPTOKYOOO, ASAP Tokyo with 3 O's at the end. And then my YouTube channel is Tokyo Renee. And on Tokyo Renee, I vlog. I talk about my daily life. I'm reading a book right now called The Artist Way. And I have been using that to express my creativity. And it was so nice being here with you guys. Thanks for watching.
It was. Yeah.
I didn't know that you already have a management. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I just got a manager.
Didn't I tell you that stuff would come to you?
You did, and it has.
I told you, if you just stay positive and wait, things will happen your way. And see, I told you.
Yep, I got a manager now.
You just gotta keep on digging in there and digging in there and digging in there.
Oh, you gonna link me? You gonna link me, Charlie? Hey! Okay. Well, it was so nice talking to you.
that you are going to make it big one day.
Thank you, Pops.
And see, and we all, and I didn't
Love you
know
too,
if you
girl.
wanted
Love
to
you
be
too.
on, so that's why I messaged.
You're gonna make it.
because
I know you
I
will.
was like,
Thank you.
so I
Okay,
didn't know if you wanted to be a guest on the podcast. That's why I messaged you, and then when you said
Look,
yeah, I was like, cool.
Look, Tommy, you look out for me, and I'm looking out because you looked out for me. So I wanted all of you, but you know, me and Tommy have our own personal relationship. Thank you so much for even those days when I feel like I'm not going to do good enough, or even when people are talking about me, you ignore them and you still encourage me to keep going. And I thank you so much for being right by my side through
You're
all
welcome.
of this chaos. So thank you so much, Tommy. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody on Wrestling Rampage. And I'm sending love in abundance to all of you. This was a great episode. I can't wait to watch it back because I'm obsessed with myself.
I'll tell you right now, when it goes up, I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
going to say this right here to you,
Mhm.
right to you. You're a beautiful person, and I look for great things. You are going to be great. You are going to have a career, and you're going to be signing autographs. You're going to win the Grammys.
Thank you.
Girl,
are,
I
like,
believe in you.
And
You've got
I've
to
always
believe in yourself.
enjoyed the music, really. The song that I first heard was "You and Damos."
Yeah,
Drunk
yeah,
and Make Love.
yes.
That's the first song I
Yeah.
heard from you guys. Yeah,
Something
and that's when I actually started listening to music.
Uh-huh.
So if it weren't for You and Damo, I wouldn't even listen to y'all's music. See?
Right. Right. And he put my song on the deluxe on his album too.
Yeah.
On there. I'm excited about everything. I'm excited.
Like,
But yeah.
I'm excited for both of y'all. Like, y'all both are doing
I'm
great
excited
music.
for all of us because imagine how many clicks. Okay, so this is the thing. Once I make it, everybody's gonna be looking back for old videos of me. And wrestling fans are gonna be looking, everybody's gonna be like, oh, where was she before? And guess where I'm gonna be? Right here. They're gonna click this shit and be like, oh, Tokyo was on this show. Oh my God.
Absolutely. And
remember though, Tokyo, like I said, when you get big, I want to be there to see you win the Grammy. I want to be. I tell you what, I even want to be up on stage when they give you the Grammy.
Okay, Pops. Yeah, because you're gonna make it a legendary night. You're gonna make it a legendary night. They're gonna be like, oh my
God. We hope that you had a good time. And,
I had a great time.
We definitely had a good time, but we don't want to keep you too long. We know that you have things to do.
I know I talk too much. I know I talk too much sometimes.
See, that's why I'm still here. We passed the hour. I'm still blabbing.
I want you to know that you have an open invitation to this podcast anytime you want it, girl.
Yep, anytime.
Anytime you say we will get this going.
Okay. Well, thank you.
And,
thank you all. Love you. And looking to hear from y'all soon. My DM's always open. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.